Welcome to TBTVSport and to the MA Hart Stadium, where tonight Christchurch are hosting Baffins Milton Rovers in the Sydenhams Wessex Premier. Tonight's match is the last one I'm covering before the second national lockdown, so make the most of it. I haven't got the foggiest about what's going to happen with the fixture list, so there's no coming up feature along the bottom of the screen. However, do get in touch if your club is interested in the potential of streaming a game in the future. The polls that I've been conducting on Twitter suggest that there is an appetite for this, so get in touch. Following their heroics in the FA Cup, Christchurch are now starting to put some league form together and see themselves starting this match in 5th place. And this is how joint managers Ollie Cherrett and Wayne Smith have put the troops out tonight. Moving away from the league table and looking at current form, Christchurch are sitting in 5th and Baffins are in 16th, off the back of an unpredictable run of form. Let's take a look and see how the visitors are going to line up. And finally, let's not forget our officials, referee James Bing and assistant referees Jordan White and Gary Watson. So for the last time before we hibernate for a month, this match is brought to you by TBTV. Baffins started the match like a steam train, matching Christchurch all over the pitch, and had an early sighter at goal, James Cowan striking the post.
Yeah, oh, he's following up!
As the Baffins officials sighted below me, who was following up? Answer, no one.
Yeah.
The Baffins start really impressed me. They were competing all over the pitch and causing uncharacteristic mistakes.
Referee kick. That's 2v2. There you go, right on. Play Ellis! Good vision that.
Step on, Dave! Step on! Step on! I can listen to you.
As you'll see over the next few minutes, the first half was very competitive, but didn't really create any clear-cut chances. But when a chance was crafted out, Ellis Grant in the Baffins goal proved a formidable opponent.
Compete! You don't. Part of me. Strike the ball!
Ellis, strike it! Tackle, knock it! Louder!
As you might expect, and as the first half continued, the effort that Baffins were putting in just couldn't be maintained, and Church began to knock the ball around quite nicely.
Ball down in one of you.
So how does it work?
It was also kind of inevitable that it would lead to a few rush challenges. This one on Ash Pope was enough to earn James Cowan the first place in the referee's notebook.
Lines with Les, get a sub on! Lines with Les!
Give a free kick line.
In he goes, but he certainly won't be lonely in there.
F, it's a throw-in! Billy, come on, get in, Bill! All the way, Bill!
Right on cue, and just a few minutes later, Josh Warren does enough to get himself in there as well.
Just got to lay it off.
Threes.
As we approach the halfway mark, Church are really laying it on thick and came close with a half penalty shout here. A few people got a little bit excited, but I've watched it back from a couple of different angles and there's not really much doing.
Kill it!
So we reached the halfway point. Christchurch 0, Baffins Milton Rovers 0, referee's notebook 2. OK folks, strap yourselves in, this second half is pretty interesting. The first incident a note falls to Luke Delaney. He has a good strike at goal, forcing Grant into a strong one-handed save.
There goes. Good lad.
That save led to this corner, which then led to another fantastic one-handed save. We were now starting to get a bit of action in the goalmouth, but for anyone craving a bit of notebook action, never fear. Here's the Baffins bench, clearly impressed with what they're seeing. And here's Ollie Cherritt, showing that he's never lost it.
Somebody said Brock Cash.
Church were in control, creating chances as you can see, and Baffins were pretty much being restricted to high-paced counter-attacks. But they were also finding it difficult to keep control of possession when they did have the ball. It was as we approached the hour mark that the breakthrough came. A miscommunication at the back leaves a relatively simple finish for Max Wilcock. Shortly after that opening goal, we were treated to what I think is the save of the night. A few moments later, we were treated to this red card, which is one of the most bizarre I've seen. James Cowan gets sent off for some fruity language, shall we say, which I'm not entirely convinced came from him, but the referee seems pretty sure. During the sending off kerfuffle, Church made a substitution and brought on Will Fletcher. These were his first two touches. There's a deflection on the way through, but it's certainly Fletcher's goal. It's often the case that where you have one red card, you'll have two.
Referee, are you going to show a red card, referee?
Brad Cherritt with a robust challenge that earns himself a red.
Get off the prick.
Disgraceful!
The opposition fans and officials around me were disgusted.
Leg breaker.
That is filth, mate. You know it as well. Yeah, it's fucking is, mate. That was filth. It was a bit, but it wasn't. What, his leg or the ball? Shut your mouth, Nobby. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Sure he did.
Quieten down, you! Shut up!
This delightful character was particularly animated.
Yeah, it does, because that's what's up.
You're out of order.
The home fans were merely complaining about his language, particularly as there were plenty of children around. Anyway, back to the more wholesome product of football, and we had a few more chances to look forward to.
And he would rather go than watch rugby league.
I'm truly baffled that when you've seen how the referee treats bad language, you'd go and call him a whatever. So, Simbin for you, sunshine. Hilariously, Josh Warren seems to be pleading with his teammates to tell him that it wasn't him, but no one stepped forward. Hey, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I'll tell you what, let's have another save from Ellis Grant. We're entering into the last minute now, but there's still enough time for Will Fletcher to secure his brace.
On your own!
You might be forgiven for thinking that that was it for this match, but keep your eye on Baffins number 7, Tommy Scutt here. He has a little nibble at Nick Swan's ankles, and they have a few verbals. Then he kind of downs tools while he tells the referee all about it. It's a little bit odd.
Kid doesn't want to sit 5 hours on the coach.
You kind of think it's all over, but then Swan picks the ball up again, and yeah, guess what? Scutt has a petulant little kick out at Swan's ankles and earns his place in the referee's notebook. The only way he could have broadcast his intent anymore would be to take out a billboard. That came in injury time, but there was still enough time for another save. Thank the Lord, the ref had seen enough and called time. It finishes Christchurch 3, Baffins Milton Rovers 0. Everyone leaves the pitch as friends and we head into a month-long hibernation. I can't wait. Take care, look after each other, and I'll see you in December hopefully.